Hey, yo, Jay, can we get some ratchet one time?
Look, I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop, I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peace, you gon' see the flex when you hear these writtens. Trust me, you know the difference. I got a long ways to climb before you see a slippage. I see the process and the journey I'm supposed to be, but perplexed, cause I don't really see nobody close to me. Hopefully this ain't wasted, and I know it ain't. You gotta take the time for seasoning to marinate. You need the patience under pressure just to detonate. I'm trying to blow up and these heathens need to get it straight. Gifted with a vision and precision, I'm just trying to make it high key. Might be breaking free like I was Zion in some Nikes. Tucked at the crib, bro, you know just where to find me. Making beats and spitting crack verses pretty likely. Yeah, socks with the burst, boy, I ain't changed a bit. Normal guy till I die, you know what it is. You probably thought I'd give up now that I got some kids, but really now I got these arrows aiming at your ribs. I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop, I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peas. Hey, please be on the notice, these my motives. Bought my chicken and it's rotis. You parsimonious, you take it all cause you a locust. My focus is to grow this mission. A visionary, get a dictionary. We here off the rip and we ain't sharing, we just caring. Let me speak it to the manager. We damage her, no you ain't messing with an amateur. I'm ramming, the competition ain't standing up. They fanning from left to right cause now they branded us.
Now who that is?
Mike Jones, they ain't want me now, they all on me. Got counterfeits trying to play me, I guess they thinking I'm Sony. These big head dummies showing up and out of their character. Homie, you need a price cause without it the squad ain't hearing you. Top of that, we ain't fearing yet. We swinging for the fences with the sting of a left hook that connects with Sonny Liston. I'm dismissing any and all of the disrespect. Nonetheless, it ain't a threat, I'm just letting y'all know who's next. I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the start, I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peas, you gon' see the...
I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, I'll set them on a chase. I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, I'll set them on a chase. That's the way. I said I'ma do it, I'ma get it anyways. All I do is work, I got this money on my brain. I don't like to talk, I just got way too much to say. They been trying to get me, I'ma get them out of the way. I said I'ma do it, I'ma go and get it back. We got in a whip, then I went and hit the dash. I've been thanking God for this life that I done had. I don't need opinions, dog, I only need a facts. What's real, dog? Sitting still, dog. They in they feels, dog. I got these bills, dog. Need a meal, dog. If they wantin' less, it's no deal, dog. I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, I'll set them on a chase. I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, I'll set them on a chase.
Where you from?
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. Shout out to my boy DZ. What is going on, Candle Mafia? Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you guys for being here. Let me know where that ATB crew at. I haven't said that in a while. Let me know if you came from ATB. I don't think they rate us anymore, but I still think we get some people from out there in the ATB land. If you guys are not following the Around the Blockchain channel, definitely go check them out. But thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you guys for spending your precious time with us here tonight. And oh, baby, do we have a good show for you guys tonight? A great show, if I may. We got a great show, guys. Tons of stuff to look at here on the charts as we start this new week. We have some bearish signs starting to print on a lot of different time frames. These are not bearish signals just popping up on the higher time frames or just popping up on some of the medium time frames. We do have some interesting things coming up on multiple time frames, and there is a ton of confluence potentially pointing to a move to the downside. But as always, guys, I'm going to be talking about the bullish case, the bearish case. I'll let you guys know which way I'm leaning. We'll check out those trades, and most importantly, we will go ahead and take a look at those key levels we have to keep our eyes on if we do get this move to the downside. And with all that being said, don't forget to smash that like button, guys. Every 100 likes we get, you guys get a spin on the wheel of pain and pleasure, which if you don't know what that is, it's a little wheel that we spin at the end of the show that lets you guys have multiple chances to win some free giveaways. Usually it's some free crypto. Sometimes we add these Frankie Candles hats, and sometimes we add free indicators. And we even one time gave away a ticket to Bitcoin Miami. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it this year, but we have done it in the past. But guys, before we jump into it, I do just want to say what is going on to chat. I do see you guys going crazy. Yo, Frankie Savage, shout out to Gary Taylor. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for tuning in. We got Unforgettable Name calling for a duel with Unforgettable 305, who won a giveaway, but he was just kidding. Unforgettable Name is friendly. Shout out to Unforgettable Name. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Creighton C in the house, as always. What is going on, bro? He says, welcome back, Frankie. Hope you had a good wedding. And to be clear, it was not my wedding. It was one of Mrs. Candle's family members was getting married. Shout out to them. Congratulations. It was an awesome, beautiful wedding. Had a bunch of fun, but now it's back to work, guys. Time to get back to work and focus. Super happy to be back here with the Mafia. We got Dark Crash in the house. Shout out to Dark Crash. Go ahead and take your sips of water or Aztecian Cactus Moss water if that's what you like to drink. It's definitely not Celsius. But anyway, shout out to the Biomex. Thank you for being here, bro. He says, Oppa! Shout out to you, man. Apples up north in the house. And as always, Dave Digital chilling here. I don't think Dave Digital's missed a stream since he joined the Candle Mafia. Shout out to Dave Digital. And last but not least, guys, shout out to all our mods. We got Crypto Billy in the house. We got Chemistry Bro, Rob the Crypto Snob, Tyler Durden, Captain Kirk, Crypto Billy, D Petty Crypto, and Tony D. I think I got them all. Shout out to the mods, guys. Show them some love in the chat. They help me out a ton with the channel. And before we go ahead and jump into the charts, guys, I do want to go ahead and touch on that chat that is pinned to the top of the chat here. Shout out to that guy. He says, let me just read it real quick. Bearish today, bullish tomorrow, lol, or LMAO. Say every possibly outcome in 4 weeks. So you could say you said that would happen. Got to grow the channel. Smash the likes. The people will hear what they need to hear. Now, I do just want to touch on that for a second because I think this is a common misconception. Especially people who are new to crypto or new to trading or new to looking at the charts, which I could almost guarantee you which is not a problem. I love when you're a beginner to the markets. This is I want to be very clear. I am not roasting him in any way, shape, or form. I just assume he's new to crypto or just financial markets in general. Because he thinks, and again, I'm not trying to roast him at all. I just see this as a great learning opportunity for anybody out there who's new. Because there's a very common misconception, and I thought this as well when I first started trading. Let's just find somebody who knows where the price is going. I'll just find a guy who knows exactly if it's going to go up or down 100%, and someone who just leans heavy on it's going up, right? Those people are gambling, right? If someone's just going 100% in on one thing or another, price is definitely going to this level 100%. I guarantee it. run far away from those people. And I know it's very enticing because everybody just wants the comfortability of just being able to put their trust in someone, expecting them to know more than everybody else, and expecting them to be right 100% of the time. So shout out to A for leaving this comment because I appreciate it. Because I want to take this time to let you guys know that if you are, listening to people who claim to have 100% certainty to know where the market is going, and they are not giving you a bullish and a bearish case, or at least just giving the opposite case, a look to say like, hey guys, this is not guaranteed to happen. So let's look at what would happen if the bearish case played out. I highly recommend running far, far away from those people. You want to find somebody, whether it's me or someone else out there that looks at both sides, because you have to understand that anything can happen. No one knows 100%, and that's why I assume that A is new to crypto or just financial markets in general, because usually those people who are just betting 1,000% on a move up or a move down and just sticking to their guns just so they can have a strong opinion, typically they kind of prey on the noobs, right? Because the noobs think, and I don't mean noob in a bad term, I just mean like the new people. I'm just using that term as a general term for new people. And they kind of prey on those people because they know those people are just looking for someone who's an expert that knows exactly where price is going to go. And I'll tell you right now, if you talk to any actual trader, any actual person who is in this space actually trading and actually doing what they're saying, will tell you that there is no one out there that knows 100%. So I can almost guarantee you this guy's not in here anymore because he probably just came in, left that comment, and left. But I did just want to take that opportunity to let you guys know that because it's especially if you're new, right? Don't get tricked by these people. Nobody knows where it's going 100% of the time. So on this channel, I give you guys the bullish case, I'll give you the bearish case, and then I will let you know which way I am leaning, because I amongst other good YouTubers that we like, people we have on the show, we will give you the bullish and the bearish case and then let you know maybe which way I'm leaning. I'll say, hey, if the bullish case plays out, this is what I see. If the bearish case plays out, this is what I see. But I would lean a little bit more bullish or bearish for these reasons, right? So you want to find those people. Don't get tricked by those people who are just guaranteeing it's going up or down. And shout out to A for leaving that comment, because I wanted to, I was actually going to talk about this anyway, and he left that chat, and I was like, no way. I feel like Tony D was like, we were talking about it, and I feel like Tony D made an alt account just to put that in there so I could say it. But there you go, guys. Be very careful. So I don't want anyone getting twisted. I will never come on here and be like, it's 100% going up. That's not, and it's not because I don't know. Well, I don't know, but it's because nobody knows, and that's just not how it works. So shout out to that guy. I appreciate you very much, bro, and hopefully you come back so I could teach you a little bit more and turn you into a profitable trader, so you can make money when you're bullish and bearish, even if you flip-flop every single day. But yeah, shout out to that guy, and shout out to the CandleMafia. Let's go. Yo, King Carlito says blah, blah, blah. Let's talk Pepe. We will take a look at the Pepe chart, guys. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into those charts, guys, because we got a lot to look at. Going to start off here on the higher time frames, not on Ethereum. We definitely don't want to look at ETH right now. We want to look at Bitcoin. Here we go. Okay, got a little scared there. I thought all my TA was gone. But I do just want to start off without our TA on the charts here real quick, guys, just so I can kind of break down what we're looking at here, right? Because we have some bearish things popping up, and it all starts here on the, well, I'll say the 3-day now. So as you guys know, we do have the weekly red dot, which is a little bit more of a bearish sign. In the long term, could indicate that we are ready to get a little bit more of a cool off here. And we've been talking about this for quite some time. Now, kind of a little bit of insult to injury here is if you guys tuned into the live stream on Friday, we were looking at things, on these lower daily time frames. We had our VWAPs kind of coming straight back up as they were curving up towards that zero line, looking for another green dot, kind of looking pretty bullish, to be 100% honest with you. But now we are starting to see some things such as the 2-day VWAP flop, which could be an indication that it may be time to cool off here, right? Because, again, weekly red dot would be more bearish in the macro or in the longer term. And then, again, if you look at the 5 and the 6-day, you can see VWAP coming back up towards that zero line. 6-day, VWAP starting to round up to the zero line there. And then, again, before we were getting this little rejection on the 4-day, this was coming up very nicely. And then on our 3-day, before we got that hard rejection, we were coming up very nicely. And that was looking like we could potentially get a little bit of a push to the upside. And we actually did get that, right? We had the green dot on the 2-day, which we were looking at on the live stream, saying, hey, these VWAPs VWAPs on the lower daily time frames are starting to skirt right back up towards that zero line. Could indicate a move to the upside is coming, right? And then we did get that little pop to the upside. And now we are starting to get a little bit more of a bearish sign, and that is the VWAP flop on the 2-day, right? So we got that green dot, printed another candle, and then printed an immediate red dot very, very quickly after that green dot. And this is a little bit more of a bearish sign, in my opinion, because what this shows is, we got that green dot on the 2-day, which is typically a pretty bullish sign, especially when money flow is looking this good, because as we were getting that 2-day green dot, we did have money flow coming up. But what this basically shows me is that the bulls tried to buy it up, push the price up, and that 2-day green dot did not last very long. You could see this one lasted much longer. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 candles in between the green and the red dot, or 3 candles in between, 4 candles dot to dot. And this one just kind of got stepped on, right? So that is a little bit more of a bearish sign, and we need to be careful that this isn't going to, or we have to be careful that this could kind of leak into the higher time frames, right? You could see the 3-day did wind up getting a rejection at the zero line. If you come to your regular candles, you actually got the same thing where you got that VWAP flop where you got a green dot, an immediate red dot, and you can see that VWAP barely got over that zero line before flipping right back to the downside. Again, showing me that the bulls only had so much gusto here to push price up a little bit before getting absolutely stepped on. And then the 4-day, you got a little rejection as well. And then the 5 and 6-day are essentially, not completely untouched. We kind of just flattened out here. But we need to be careful because what this could potentially indicate is that this red dot may not be done playing out here on the weekly time frame, right? So that would be bearish puzzle piece number 1. And then we come down to the daily, guys, and we'll come back to this in a second, but you could see here the daily actually starting to flip a little bit bearish as well. We did have that money flow crossover. Again, why we were expecting that little push to the upside with that 2-day green dot and the money flow coming up. At the same time, we also had that money flow crossing over into the green on the daily as well, giving us a little bit of confidence that you could get that move to the upside. But now, again, we have just rolled right back over. We are now printing a red dot, and not only are you printing a red dot, but if you come over to your regular candles, you are actually also coming back into the red with your money flow. And of course, you have that blood diamond on the daily. Now, obviously, the title was live Bitcoin analysis, top 2 bear signals flashing. And this daily blood diamond is definitely one of those bearish signals. This could be a very, very bearish sign. And we're going to dig into why this could actually be extremely powerful in just a second, right? So, again, VWAP flop on your 2-day and 3-day, and it is starting to leak into these higher time frames, could make that weekly red dot play out a little bit worse than we expect, or not that we expected, but it could play out a little bit worse than it has already. It could continue to show face. 16-hour money flow back in the red. Your 12-hour money flow is also back in the red. 10-hour money flow in the red as well. Now, obviously, that VWAP is starting to curve up on your 10-hour. However, you want to remember that the money flow indicates the longer-term trend, right? The VWAP crossovers only indicate the ebbs and flows of the market, right? The red and green dots more indicate, right? Green dot and then red dot. Green dot, red dot, green dot, red dot, right? But what happened over that time? We basically went up, right? We were going up pretty aggressively. So I just want to point that out. These red and green dots are not like the most bearish things ever, but really it's the money flow crossovers that you want to look at that indicate the longer term trends, right? You could see here, we got a money flow crossover into the red, came down, right? I'm not going to backtest this too much. And you can see this money flow crossover into the green gave us that big move up. But we have many red dots along the way, but we still continue to the upside. Those red dots just kind of signal little cool-off periods on that uptrend, right? So this would definitely be a little bit more bearish, in my opinion, on the 10-hour money flow crossover, even if you get that VWAP to roll back to the upside and cross over. That is basically, could just, kind of give you a little ebb or flow, on your way down, right? So you get the crossover into the red right here. That would indicate that you are going to start a downtrend, which it has begun. And then once that green dot prints on your 10-hour, it may give you a move to the upside, but it may just be to make a lower high and continue to the downside, right? So that money flow crossover, again, indicating the longer-term trend. So that is definitely a little bit more bearish, in my opinion. Coming down to your 8-hour blood diamond, had confirmed. This was a little while ago now, but you did get that big move down. And now moving on to our lower time frames, guys. This is basically on the 4-hour. I want to talk about this a little bit because You can see we do have our money flow crossing over into the green now. It was crossing into the red. Now it's crossing into the green. And there are some reasons why this is really, really interesting me. And we're going to talk about it in just a second. But first off, I do want to go ahead and talk about this head and shoulders that is forming. Now, as you guys know, we have been looking at some pretty important levels, right? If you guys watch the live stream on Friday, you will know that kind of that line in the sand for me to flip fully bearish and really expect some bigger prices down for Bitcoin. Really, the line in the sand for me is losing these lows down here, basically losing the lows of this range, right? And if we go ahead and grab our fixed range volume profile and pull a little bit of a range here, you can see, right, value area low coming in at 26,895, and then those wicks come all the way down to about 26,500, right? So I would actually, I'm going to delete this right away because I have levels here, but, I would draw that as kind of a box. And then the loss of this box would be extremely bearish in my opinion. And the reason for that is because if we pull up that visible, if we pull up that visible range volume profile or the VPVR, you can see that, I'll come up to a little bit of a higher time frame. Boom. You can see that the bottom of this blue box, essentially, if we lose it, opens up this massive drop in volume, right? This massive volume gap, which obviously, if you guys watch the show, you will know, typically with these low volume gaps, you do see a very, very quick move to the downside or to the upside, depending on which way you're coming from. But this is one of the reasons why I would remain or would flip very bearish if we lost this level, right? And now on top of that, to add insult to injury, we also have this head and shoulders forming, right? And the measured move for this head and shoulders, if it were to play out in full, would bring you down to about $23,000. And I'm going to talk about why that's such an interesting level in just a second, but this is the line in the sand, guys. And again, by looking at the volume profiles, this is how we're able to predict these things, right? We knew that if we lost this value area high, that we would likely come down to our POC. And what happened? We got a direct move right to that POC, and it was actually, you can see here, earlier this morning, we did have a beautiful little bear pennant breakdown here. It was almost, it was just about as textbook as it gets, where you have your kind of bearish consolidation here, and you got a beautiful breakdown. You got the breakdown, the bearish retest, and the absolute dump, right? So you kind of bing bong around in here. That's your bearish consolidation, breakdown, bearish retest. If you were going to short that, that would be your entry. You do not want to enter your trades or your shorts on the breakout candle. I typically don't do that. I would much rather wait for that retest, right? So you get the breakdown, the bearish retest, that would be your entry, and then boom, you get that textbook breakdown, and it hit right to that key level of about $23,000 that we were just looking at, right? And the reason why that is such a key level, guys, is not just because it's a random level of support. It is actually key for many reasons, and there's a lot of confluence at this level, and I really want to dig into that today because there's a whole lot of confluence at that level, right? So just so you know, bearish signal number 2, right? This is not just a clickbait title. That is the first one, blood diamond on the daily. These signals are here. And then number 2, potential head and shoulders. Now, we were looking at this on the live stream on Friday, kind of looking like this is a little bit of a wonky left shoulder, right? If I get rid of this volume profile here, this is a little bit of a wonky left shoulder, right? Just kind of a little bing bong bing, but it's basically a giant range. But you could consider that a head and shoulders, and that would be your bearish puzzle piece number 2, or your bearish signal flashing, the second bearish signal that's flashing. And again, not only this was already our key level of support, this was our doorway to lower prices, right? We labeled this as our doorway to lower prices at about 26,895, and I would extend that down to these wicks coming in at about 26,568 or 26,570. But, the reason we were looking at that in the first place was because, number one, it was the value area low of our local range up here, of this entire move, this entire range up here between, again, about 26,500 and almost, 31K. So that was already a key level. Number 2, the second reason it was a key level is because we knew we had this big volume gap underneath us. And now we're just getting even more confluence with this being the neckline of our head and shoulders. So just like if we were not looking at this head and shoulders, how I would trade this typically, because the volume profiles is basically what I trade. If we got that move to the downside and we lost this value area low, I would look for the bearish retest, and that would be my signal to let me know that we're probably going to come down, to about, we'll talk about the levels of support in just a second, but that would kind of be the signal that we are going to get a quick move down through this giant volume gap. First stop being about 25K, maybe 25.3, and that was kind of going to be the signal. However, now we have even more confluence with this head and shoulders, because the way you would trade this head and shoulders, if it did break down, is you would wait for it to bearishly retest the neckline, which is in this exact same area. So just a ton of confluence there, right? Now I do just want to kind of go over why that $23,000 level is so important, guys, because, go ahead, random drawing, somebody make it an NFT. But, if we look at this, if we do get this move to the downside here, I would, there we go. Yeah, so the reason this level is so interesting, guys, is not only does it line up with this high volume node, right? Again, at about 23K, but you can see here, if we go ahead and pull a local range here, kind of this old range that we traded in, you guys will remember, if you watch the channel a lot, you will know that this is kind of the range that we looked at for forever, it felt like, as we were ranging around in there. And that key level is that point of control at about 23K, right? And it obviously lines up with that high volume node and the breakout target of that head and shoulders. This would be a very, very interesting level to come to, because as you guys know, when you're looking at the volume profiles, typically, when you find an area of balance or a value area, right, which is just this range here, you will trade in that area of balance, right? You could think of this as a fair price for Bitcoin, right? People agree that when price comes up to these highs, it's overbought, right? That's how you could think of when you come out of the value area high. When you come out of that level, you can think of it as overbought. Oh my God, this is a little bit overbought, looking a little overheated. I'm expecting to get sucked back into the fair value, which is between the value area high and the value area low. This is the sauce, guys. This is the sauce. I can guarantee you that if you buckle down and study the volume profiles and listen, I don't even care if you watch my show, right? You could go Google volume profiles. If you find someone else out there that you learn from better, please, for the love of God, just learn the volume profiles at least. But once you learn these, guys, it will absolutely change the game for you, as it did for me back in the day when I found them, right? This was like one of the big things in my trading that really, really, really opened my eyes, right? So, oh God, I lost my train of thought. Mafia. I just had a brain fart. So you could basically, when you come up to this value area high, you're thinking it's overbought. You're looking. That's why we look for shorts at the value area high and longs at the value area low. Because when you get to the lows, that's where everyone thinks they're getting all bearish and stuff. But for us, we know that this is getting a little oversold, especially if you can deviate and get some bullish confirmations deviating from that value area low. That's where you want to look for the longs back up to your range, right? And due to the rules of the volume profile, typically when you hit the value area low, especially if you have bullish confirmations, the next likely stop is going to be that POC, and then eventually that value area high that you can see we basically hit there to the dollar, right? So just looking at the laws of the volume profile, you'd be looking to short this thing if you lost the value area low decisively and couldn't get back above it. And this is basically the same way you would trade that head and shoulders. So, and when you're looking at the volume profiles, you have a fair value here. And then some people will be like, hey, Frankie Candles, listen, you talk about the volume profiles all the time. It's a range, but nothing ranges forever, right? Eventually you break that range and you go to the upside or the downside. And typically when you leave those areas of balance, when you leave these volume profiles, typically what will happen is price will hunt out another value area, just another volume profile range, right? So it would make a lot of sense for price to break down out of here. And first off, come down here. We have some other levels to take a look at in a second. But if we do wind up getting below this level at about 24.3, we may get accepted back into that area of balance. I'm going to go ahead and put a horizontal line on that value area high. And we will likely get accepted back into this range, or if we get accepted back into the range, it's very likely that you will come to that point of control at about 23K. So that is, and then again, if you break down below here, that's where you might get the move down to about 21.5. And that's just being the value area low of your range, right? So once you get accepted back into this value area, you would just treat this value area just like you treated this one, right? So you're just looking at things in terms of ranges, and it's one of the most powerful things you can do, right? So that is, again, measured move, bringing you down to that 23K level, the previous point of control of this old range here. Let's actually go ahead and I want to stretch this out and see if that POC changes. Yeah, POC remains the same. Even if you're looking at all of this price action, the area of the most volume transacted remains that $23,000 level. And something you guys want to realize is that price likes to hunt out volume, right? Price likes to hunt these high volume nodes. So again, you're kind of sticking around in this range, attracted to these high volume nodes, right? And if you lose the range, obviously there's not much here. You have a little bit of a high volume node here between about 25.3 and I would say about 24.5 or even 24.3, between 25.3 and 24.3. Because you would be testing these highs at about 25.3, and then you would be testing these highs at about 24.3, right? So it would just, just from a traditional standpoint, it would make a lot of sense to find some support on these structural highs, right? These technical highs or technical levels of support and resistance. You also had, this also plays into that as well. You have these highs up here, right at that 25.3 level as well. But basically, you're losing this value area, falling into the gap, and your next or your closest high volume node, let me get rid of these brushes real quick. Your next highest, there it is. Your next highest volume node is down here at 23K, and price likes to hunt out volume. That's why we're hanging out here, building out these and sticking to these high volume nodes. Once you lose it, you're naturally going to hunt out the next highest volume node, which again is the POC at 23K. And also, something to realize here as well is if we go ahead and zoom out a bit. Actually, we'll pull that up in a second. So that is basically, kind of what I'm looking at as far as levels, guys. If this breakdown happens, again, a ton of confluence at that 23K level. And again, once we start breaking below this value area high or this local value area high, let me bring that back. This local value area high between about, right? So if we get this move down, that first real level of support is going to come in at that 25.3 level right here, right? I'm just going to put a horizontal line right there just so we can mark it out. 25,265. You could call it 25.3. I'm going to draw a box there. There you go. So if you get that breakdown, that is going to be the first level I am looking for support on. But again, you're already expecting eventually to get a move down to that POC. But price action is very messy, guys, right? So, you're probably going to bounce off here, bing bong back around. It'll confuse everyone. And then, if you get below that value area high at about, 24.8, 25K is really the level I would be looking to lose. That's where you'll likely fall through that next little gap to about 23K. And it's all, all that confluence between these levels and the volume profiles is absolutely beautiful. Doesn't mean you're 100% going to get it. You could easily, remember, when you come to the lows of a range, you are not looking for shorts. You are looking for longs, or at least I do, right? This is not financial advice. You should be doing your own research. You should not just be listening to some crazy guy on the internet. But, when you come down to that range, I am going to treat this as a typical range. So if I get bullish confirmations down here, I will be looking for scalp longs, right? I'm not looking for moonshot longs. I'm just looking for scalps up to the POC and then eventually up to the value area high. But that is only if we get confirmations, right? And not only is this the value area low of the range and the start of this low volume gap, but remember, guys, a lot of times you will deviate from your value area low before getting a strong bounce. Let me go ahead and turn off this head and shoulders real quick. If you can see here, deviated from the range, came back up, right? Slight deviation from the range, came back up, bounced off this little level right here. So if we deviate from this range, the reason I have this as a box, guys, is because, again, it is not just a straight line of resistance or support. It is typically a range. And if you want to avoid getting faked out, you want to draw your levels as ranges, right? You also have some local golden pockets. Some local fib levels. If you pull from the low to the high here, just some confluence. You do have some local golden pockets down here. If you come up to a higher level, let me go ahead and Yeah. So if you pull from, this start of this big move up, this impulse to the upside, your golden pocket comes in right there as well. And then you have your 786 coming in with decent confluence of the top of this range. So, again, if you deviate a little bit from here, you could get some kind of a bounce, but that's why you're not looking to short this move. You're not looking to short this move until you get the breakdown, right? You need that breakdown to happen, and the bearish retest would be the confirmation. Obviously, you would want something like a divergence or something to happen here as a signal to get in, but you're not going to get in on some crazy red candle, right? If you start breaking down like this, you're not getting into shorts down here hoping this thing goes to zero. That's how you get wrecked, right? Because by the time you get in here, basically you're expecting this thing to dump down to zero, and what's going to happen? You're going to hit that 786, probably get a bounce, potentially get stopped out or liquidated, depending on how much leverage you're using or what have you. But what you would much rather do is wait for that breakdown, wait for the retest, be patient, get into get in on that bearish retest, and then that is a much safer entry than just getting in on that nuking candle. So there you go, guys. That is those are kind of some of the key levels that I am watching with context into where we get these levels from, right? I'm not just giving you these random levels. I'm showing you how I'm getting these levels and why they're actually important, right? So I'm going to turn on our actual TA here because I just kind of did that on the fly, and I'm going to go ahead and turn on that current. There we go. I know some of these profiles are doubled up now. Go ahead and hide this one. There we go, right? So what happens if we get an even bigger breakdown, guys? What happens if we get an even bigger breakdown? So coming on over to the daily. Now, obviously, again, just looking at things in terms of ranges, obviously this is our current range. That's why we were looking at this level at about $28,000 where we basically stopped off here and got a little bit of a bounce. It was the point of control of our range, right? Zoom out, respawn those levels. And now you could see we are currently bearishly retesting, that point of control, right? So once we decisively lose this level, it would be more likely than not to come down to your value area low, coming in at $26,869. This is going to be the key level, right? The only thing is you want to be careful of those deviations because if you wind up coming down, right, you bearishly retest this, get a move down, right? And then you get something like this where you put in a lower low with a higher low on some of your other time frames, depending on what time frame you're looking at. You could try to speculate on where this will happen, but on your 2 hour potentially, you might come up. And then, you get that second move down, get your higher low on your market cipher or momentum wave here. That would be a bullish divergence at your range low, in which case would definitely be a scalp long, not a short entry. This would be a long entry, not a short entry, right? But if you get, let me get rid of these lines. If you get something like this, where you break below all these levels and then bearishly retest with bearish confirmations, that is where you would want to get into the short. However, I won't be getting into a short there because we are already short from the top, right? So I will pull up that trade in just a second. I'll show that trade in just a second, but so I probably won't be looking to short there because I am already short from up here. But if you were not in a short already, please do not FOMO into a short on the breakdown. Wait for the retest. If you get that fake out breakdown, look for your bullish divergences. That 2 hour looks like it could set up for it. Let's see. I don't know if you'll get it on the 4 hour. I'll be honest. If you get this breakdown like that, you could potentially put in a bull div there. Maybe you could. This momentum wave might come in a little deeper. So I don't know if you get it on the 4 hour, unless you get it, unless you get something like that, where you get the move down, momentum wave comes up, get the second move down, then you get your higher low. So yeah, if you come down to the low, you get your lower lows on price action. Remember, guys, it is that pinch point for the bullish divergences. You are looking for that pinch point. You're looking for the lower lows on your price with the higher lows on your momentum waves, and these lines would eventually intersect, right? That is how you know that is a bullish divergence, right? The pinch point is a bullish divergence, and then a bearish divergence is the opposite. For anybody new who is watching right now, it's one of the strongest entry signals you can get in trading, guys. It is the bullish and bearish divergence are some of the strongest signals you can get. It's actually how we got into this short trade on the 4-hour in the premium Discord at the very top. You had your higher high on price action, and you had your lower high on your momentum waves on the 4-hour time frame. And not only that, you also had your money flow coming to the downside, which is just the confirmation you needed to short this thing down. And again, with the bearish divergence, you're looking for that open alligator mouth, right? So the bullish divergences, you're looking for that pinch point, and then the bearish divergences, you're looking for these lines going away from each other. Higher highs on your price, lower highs on your momentum waves. And this is one of the easiest to spot trade signals you can possibly find. And it's also one of the strongest. So, they're not right 100% of the time. But I'm telling you right now, they definitely play out. And they definitely play out more than they don't, right? I can almost find you, anywhere on the chart, I could find you a bullish divergence that played out, right? Here you go. Boom. Lower lows, higher lows, bang, you come to the upside, right? Lower lows, higher lows, bang, you come to the upside. Lower lows, higher lows, bang, you come to the upside, right? And again, it's not 100% of the time, but it's one of the easiest to spot trade signals. And again, one of the most reliable, right? And I want to be very clear. Not 100% accurate, right? These do, sometimes they do not play out. But, if you're already looking at a bunch of other stuff and then, you're coming down to your key level of support, money flow is coming up on some key time frames, you got some green dots on the daily, what have you, and then you get a 15-minute bull div with a money flow crossover into the green, something like that. You want multiple confirmations, but again, it can be a very, 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 very strong trade signal and one of the easiest to spot and, one of the easiest to learn, right? And basically what that shows, guys, is a discrepancy between your price and your momentum, right? If price is coming down, but momentum and money flow is coming to the upside, that would indicate, why is price going down if momentum and money flow is coming in, right? Because money flow represents money entering the asset. So if money is flowing in, and price is going down, eventually that has to correct and show itself, right? And that's basically what a divergence is. It's just a discrepancy between your price action and your oscillator. And if you don't have Market Cipher B, you could do the same exact thing with your RSI, which is a completely free indicator on TradingView. And almost every single time you will see the same signals, right? You got your bullish divergence right here, higher lows on Market Cipher, and you got the exact same thing on your RSI. You don't, I use Market Cipher every single day, but you don't need premium indicators to get started, right? If you're just starting, you don't have any money to lay out for a premium indicator, you can use the free ones on TradingView and become a profitable trader just using free stuff. But then when you make a little bit of money and you have money to spend on something like Market Cipher, it is 100% worth it, in my opinion, because it just gives you more insight and being able to see the money flow and all that is just absolutely overpowered. Shout out to Market Cipher. Also, now officially a sponsored channel of Market Cipher, or Market Cipher sponsors us now. That is not just like someone came to us, like CryptoFace came to us and said, hey man, use our indicator and promote it. I've been using Market Cipher. We just got promoted. I've been using Market Cipher for 4 years. So, it's super full circle to be sponsored by Market Cipher. It's absolutely insane. But yeah, this is something I use every single day. If you watch the channel, you'll know that. Been using it not only since the beginning of my channel, but I've been using this since, almost the beginning of my trading. Not really all the way from the beginning, but I've been using Market Cipher for years before I ever even thought that I would ever have a YouTube channel. So just want to be clear about that. This is not just some kind of deal I made. I feel super lucky to be sponsored by them. Shout out to CryptoFace. Definitely check them out, guys. We got a discount code, a link to get a discount, or actually have a discount code in the description down below if you are interested. But please understand, if you don't have money to spend on a premium indicator, you can still be a profitable trader 100%. You don't need premium indicators. They just help, right? But anyway, that is basically what I'm looking at, guys. Now, I do just kind of want to zoom out if things get super bearish, right? We got that blood diamond on the daily, right? So what happens if this thing goes bearish, super bearish, right? Again, that line in the sand for me is losing these lows down here from that range. And then let's say we lose it, right? Decisively, we fall through that gap. We come touch this level at about 25K to test these highs right up here, or 25.3 to the top of the wicks. I'll just go ahead and draw that box one more time just so it's accurate. So between about 25.3 and about $25,000. If we do get that breakdown, that's going to be a big place to be taking profits on my short for me. You have to make your own decisions, but for me, I would be looking to take profits here. And then if we do get that breakdown, again, just looking at things in terms of ranges, guys, this is how we're able to predict these moves before they happen almost every time, right? Like, we're not right 100% of the time, but when it plays out, it plays out. And this is how we do it, right? If we lose that level, break down below that 25, this level here at about 25K or 25.1, we will be breaking below this value area high, in which case we will get accepted most likely back into this range, which our next stop would likely be that point of control, again, at 23K. And again, not only is it based off the volume or this range, but it's also based more on the macro volume. We have that macro POC here when you look at the VPVR. I'll just pull it up real quick. Right? It's very visual, guys. I like seeing things visually. You could see that spike in volume will act as support. And it makes sense, right? If you're just looking at it, right? If price falls, it's going to hit that floor and bounce, most likely, right? So if we lose that POC, we're looking for a breakdown of that POC and an eventual visit of your value area low of that range, which comes in at about $22,000, 22.1-ish. 22,150. That would be your next level to be looking at for some support. And again, not getting super bearish at that level of support. But then, guys, if we wind up continuing to break down, the next key level will definitely be, you know, I could even actually probably move this out a little bit. But if we start losing this box here, it's not there yet. Let me draw it. If we start losing this blue box, right? Essentially, the bottom of this blue box is where I would be getting pretty bearish on Bitcoin, right? If we don't get a big bounce from 20 grand or 20,000, which obviously is this big pivot right here, if we do not get a big bounce from this level, guys, I will be watching this wick very, very closely. Let me go ahead and grab my horizontal ray. I'm going to turn on my magnet here, and I will be watching this wick very, very closely, because if we do not hold this wick, if we don't, you know, you could potentially just get a swing failure there. If you don't get a swing failure there, where is the brush, right? If we don't wind up getting a big move down and you don't wick below there and then close back above this level for a big move back to the upside, that is going to be very bearish to me. Number one, because look at this massive volume gap you have underneath you. This brings you all the way back down to the 16,000s, which I know is very far away, but if we break down to these levels, you got to start looking at those lower targets. But not only that, but really once you lose this value area high, that is where you're likely to, at about 20,876. If you lose that level, that's where you're likely going to get accepted back into this area of balance, in which case, due to the laws of the volume profile, if you get a move down to that, if you get a move down to this value area low, comes in at 15,900. It's like $16,000 even, right? And that would be an absolutely brutal move, right? Obviously, that point of control at 16,800 is going to be a strong level as well, just looking at the volume here. Chemistry Bro says 200 weekly moving average. Way above the blue now. We lose that, then I'm bearish. We hold the 200 weekly moving average. I'm still bullish. Yeah, that's I'll pull that up in a second, Kembro. That's like another really, really good thing to look at is the 200-week moving average. It's one of the things we looked at on the way up to remain bearish if we couldn't get above it. Once we got above it, we were very bullish. It's a very, very strong level. But again, if things get really, really brutal here, it could be a big move down. And this blue box between this blue box, if you guys want those levels, 21,500 to 20,850 is going to be the key level before we get a massive, massive move to the downside. And again, you know, the one thing I would be careful with down here is if you do get that move, right? We'd wind up getting a big move down. Right here, if you start rejecting, people will be getting very bearish. But just understand that wick. This wick, watch that wick because you might get a surprise bounce off of that before you break down below that volume gap, right? Once you start breaking below that volume gap, you know, you could see quick move up, quick move down, right? Typically, if you get back in that area, it's likely to result in another quick move. So there you go, guys. That is kind of what I'm looking at. I actually want to look at one more because I think this probably will start to give us some confluence as well. I'm going to go ahead. This is our macro range. Again, these are old ranges that we looked at like forever ago when we were actually trading down here. But if I go ahead and extend this all the way to the current price action, you could see the value area high of all of the price action all the way from the 13th of June, all the way till today, that value area high, once again, comes in perfect confluence with our high volume node at 23K. So $23,000 is going to be an absolutely pinnacle level of support to be watching if we get a breakdown and that head and shoulders starts to play out. And again, just a coincidence that target, that measured move of that head and shoulders does wind up coming right to that $23,000 level on top of the POC, on top of the value area high. I can almost guarantee you we could probably find a local golden pocket there as well. Let's see. There you go. No, kind of close there. But there you go. That is all the confluence I would need to be keeping my microscope on that level if we get that breakdown. So that's what I'm looking at, guys. And again, you want to be very careful. We have a 2-day blood diamond flashing as well. I mean, the bearish signals are absolutely 100% flashing. And although we get false signals once in a while, you know, a lot of times, like look at this last blood diamond on the 2-day, guys. Absolutely brutal. 2-day blood diamond brought us down 26% last time. Now, it doesn't mean we're going to get a 26% move, but if we did get a 26% move, where does it bring you? Right to the value area low of that range here. The only thing weirder than that would be if it brought you to the POC, because that would have been an insane level of confluence there, right? So hopefully you guys are kind of gathering how we look at this stuff. You know, how we look at this stuff in terms of ranges and how we're able to predict these moves. This is exactly how I do it. And those are the levels that I would be watching. And again, that 2-day blood diamond, that daily blood diamond, they are not confirmed. But if these confirm on top of the head and shoulders potentially forming, this could be some pretty bearish stuff, guys. And again, you know, coming up to these higher time frames, you know, we could get a little cool off here. Now, again, sometimes you can get false signals, but we're going to avoid those false signals by watching our key levels here, right? Again, we're not getting bearish until we break this level, you know, again, between about 26,890, and I guess the bottom of this golden pocket at about 26,500. So, you know, once we break that level, that's where I get bearish because we're going to fall into that low volume gap. You'll also be breaking market structure and amongst other things, right? So just tons of confluence here, and those bearish signals are 100% there. You heard it here first. The bears are starting to peek their heads out. They're like, okay, are the bulls done swinging their horns around because kind of want to have fun again, right? But understand you can get faked out, but now that you're looking at these levels, you know that if we come down here, even though the blood diamond's here, if that confirms, if we get down here and get bullish confirmations, we're not getting super bearish yet. We're not getting bearish until that level is cracked. So that's how you can avoid the false signals. I should have added that into the title. Live Bitcoin analysis, top 2 bearish signals flashing, and how to avoid false signals. So there you go, guys. Let's go ahead and check in on chat before we go ahead and take a look at Ethereum, because we have a lot of really good stuff to look on Ethereum as well. But let's see what we got going on in chat. Shout out to JRod420. Said, Frankie, I'm getting very excited hearing you talk about 16 LFG. I will say this. Shout out to JRod. As much as I would love Bitcoin to go to 16,000, it does not necessarily mean it's going to happen. I don't want anyone to think I'm calling for 16,000. It's like, if we get these breakdowns, eventually that could be the target. But even if we break this level, the target's not 16K. If we break this target, you know, target's going to be about 25.3. But hey, if we start falling through some gaps and start breaking these other value areas, and if you want 16K, J-Rod, if you want 16K, you essentially want to break through 23K. If we could break under 23K, it doesn't guarantee it, but it will highly, highly increase the chances to get a move back into some of these lower prices. But definitely not calling for 16K, at least as of yet. But as soon as I can, trust me, I will. But shout out to J-Rod. Thank you for being here, bro. I appreciate you. Let's see. Shout out to Creighton C. Creighton C says, TA can be exhausting, and when you're exhausted, recharge with a delicious bowl of healthy Fruity Pebbles, a key support of every TA session. Shout out to Fruity Pebbles, guys. Today's episode is brought to you by Fruity Pebbles. Not just Fruity Pebbles, but the Fruity Pebbles treats, which are super good. I'm just kidding. We're not sponsored by Fruity Pebbles, guys. I'm just joking. But yeah, shout out to Fruity Pebbles, the best cereal, and the official cereal of Frankie Candles. Let's see. Hey, shout out to Elionics. What is going on? Rodriguez, what's up, bro? Shout out to Beft Up, says, don't check. I don't know what he's talking about, but I won't. Shout out to Kyle, said, hey, Frankie, what is going on, Kyle? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you for tuning in, my man. Shout out to Bullish on Parade, says, let's go chasing waterfalls. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, bullish on parade. Let's get it, bro. I assume bullish does not want 16K. And to be 100% honest, I don't care if we go to 16K or 50K. I'm set up in either direction. And with that being said, WTBS, I will go ahead and let you guys know I am holding both my long trades here. ETH trade. ETH long is barely, at $16 in unrealized profit, but we got 211 already realized, so we got profit locked in on the ETH trade, still in the green on unrealized, and then this Bitcoin long, still holding this, and I am now also hedged on BingX with a short, right? So I'm going to pull these trades up real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and jump into Ethereum because, again, we have some really, really interesting things to look at on Ethereum. But, yeah, so I am hedged here with this short because, we were looking at the charts on Friday. I was on the plane, and I was in the premium Discord, sending setups, and I was like, hey, guys, probably going to go short, on Bitcoin here because I am heavily hedged on the long side with my longs. So, worst case scenario, if we dump, I'll stop out of both of these trades in profit, and then the short will just continue to pay out. And then if we get another rip to the upside, short will get stopped out in a small profit, and then the longs will ride. So, and it's funny because we talked about this on the live stream on Friday. I was saying how cushy of a position it could be, and when I was at the wedding, we were looking at if it was going to break up or down, and I was like, I just don't care, because if it breaks up, I'm getting paid on these longs, and if it goes down, I'll get stopped out in profit and get paid out on the short. So it's a very, very cushy position to have. So we are just hedged. Unfortunately, was looking to add to this position. It's $2,200 position. I was looking to add to this. Unfortunately, I was at the wedding. I was at a wedding this weekend for people who don't know. I was at the wedding when we got the push to the upside where I wanted to add. So I didn't get to add to it, but I am still holding it, and it is green, so can't complain about that. But yeah, this is, when you're using the volume profiles, guys, this is, what you could do. You could literally have 2 long trades in the green or 5 long trades in the green, and you could be green on the shorts as well, right? It's making money whether the price is going up or down. And again, I would like to put your attention to the chat that I posted or I pinned to the top of the chat of that guy saying, oh, this guy, just say it's bullish and bearish and you'll eventually be right. Well, this is why this is why you don't pick sides, right? This is why I choose to look at both sides, because you can make money whether the price is going up or down. Bing bong. Shout out to that guy. But yeah, I mean, that's the truth, right? That's why I wanted to show you guys. That's why I pinned that chat, because it's a teachable moment, right? This is why you don't, I'm a bull, I'm a perma bull, I'm a perma bear. This is why you don't do that, because you could profit on both ends. So shout out to that guy. But anyway, continuing on here, let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum. Okay, so guys, with Ethereum, we have some really interesting stuff, and again, some really, really, really interesting confluence. Now, as we've been looking at Ethereum we've been looking at Ethereum a little bit more recently, and basically, what we're looking for on ETH is we have our key levels here, right? Rejected the value area high. Our next target, hey, let me cover this super chat real quick. Shout out to Ann.com, said, hey, Frankie, how's XRP looking? It's looking to pull a head and shoulders also. Thanks for the sauce. Shout out to Ann. Thank you so much for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. And I don't just say that. That's not a small amount of money to just super chat somebody. I really do appreciate that. And I will definitely take a look at XRP right after Ethereum for you. But speaking of that head and shoulders, we do indeed have that head and shoulders, and I will point it out. You guys might be able to spot it here. But I do just want to talk here. We rejected that value area high, got the move down to our point of control, as would be expected if you're looking at the volume profiles. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this fib real quick. Got to move down to our POC. Now, obviously, if we cannot get back above this level and we reject this level decisively, our next likely stop, it would be more likely than not to come down to our value area low, coming in at about 1,700. Now, let's take a look at that head and shoulders, because it is on Ethereum as well. And here it is, right? We have our left shoulder, our head, and our right shoulder. And the measured move for this breakdown, guys, would be about 1550, which is a very key level of support, guys. If you guys watch the show, you will know 1550, when we do look at ETH, is a big level that we look at. It is the value area low of this previous range from back here. And Just to, I'm going to go ahead and mark that out real quick. And there's your measured move, right? From the top of your head to your neckline. Go ahead and grab that. That is how you can pull your measured moves. And it does bring you to about, this level here at about 1550. And not only that, guys, you also have a spider line at this level as well, making it a very, very kind of a trifecta of support, or a double fecta of support, but the fact that your measured move brings you down there as well kind of gives you that third level of confluence. And then obviously, if you are going to get that move down there, this would, it would be very, very key to get accepted back into that value area, or break below that value area high at 1662. So if you are looking for a move down on Ethereum, you'd be looking for the break of this neckline, which, if you look, is in perfect confluence with your point of control. I'm going to go ahead and hide the head and shoulders real quick. That neckline comes right in at that point of control. I believe we looked at this. I don't know if it was on Bitcoin. I don't know if it was on Bitcoin we were looking at or on Ethereum, but that POC lines up perfectly with your neckline, right? So again, just like on Bitcoin, if you were just trading the volume profile, I would wait for a bearish retest of that point of control at 1818, and that's where I'd expect to move down. But if you're trading the head and shoulders, you would be looking to short the retest of your neckline, which happens to be the same thing as that POC. So you're trading, it's like beautiful, beautiful confluence. And then you have this that target, again, matching up perfectly with these levels down here. So your key level to hold above, if you want to, if you don't want ETH to go down, that key level to hold is really going to be that point of control. That point of control at 1818, once you decisively lose that, $1,700 is likely going to be in the cards. And then I will say this, you do have a decent bit of support. You do have a decent bit of support here, I will say. Now, between your value area low and your value area high, value area low of this range being at 1700 and the value area high of this range at 1660. Now, you really, if you want that move lower, if you want this measured move to play out in full, you would be looking for a move down to, you would be looking for a move below that 1660 level. Once you get accepted back below this level, whoops, oh God. Once you get accepted below that value area high, that is where you could expect that measured move to play out in full. So if you do get the breakdown from that POC, aka the neckline of that head and shoulders, first major target I would be looking at would be 1700. I would be looking to lock in profits here, and then maybe move my stop loss into profit or to break even. And if price breaks out and it plays out in full, you turn that little scalp into an absolute home run. And again, just looking at things in terms of ranges, guys, right? So it's like the head and shoulders just adds confluence, but you're really just trading. Let me get rid of these brushes. You're really just trading. You're really just trading the volume profile at the end of the day, right? Like you would be looking for shorts at the value area high, looking to take profit at the POC, and then looking for a move down to your value area low, where you would be looking to either take all of your profits or lock in more profit and then move your stop losses. And then if it bleeds out more, you turn that little scalp from the value area high to the value area low into an absolute grand slam trade. So I will actually just go ahead and pull up, I believe, So that was my ETH long, which is obviously now almost at break even, as you guys just saw on Femex. As you guys just saw on Femex, we are basically at break even here, but I obviously I locked in like almost all I locked in a ton of gains up here, and now we're almost at break even. We're only up like $20. But again, if I get stopped out here, it was a winning trade. We locked in our gains up here. So, and again, the reason I locked in gains up here was not just because I felt like it was done pumping. It's because we got back to the value area high. Right? And when you long from the POC to the value area high is the target. And that's why we were looking for that long, right? And then you could see you had the bullish divergence, as I was saying, before. We had that 4 hour, or this is the 3 hour. I believe you added on the 4 hour as well. The 4 hour is what we traded it off of. 4 hour bull div, right? 4 hour bull div, lower lows on your price, higher lows on your momentum waves, bang, right to the upside. You can make money doing this too, guys. It's very simple. I think a lot of people overcomplicate the TA. It's very, very simple. And I know it's overwhelming, but once you understand how to look at, once you understand your strategy, becomes very simple. You don't want to overcomplicate things, right? So again, Ethereum, and then, if we come up looking at the indicators here, you can see, no blood diamond on your daily, or at least not on your regular candles, not on your Heikens either. 2 day, no blood diamond. 16-hour and 12-hour do have a confirmed blood diamond, though. So the signals are here as well on ETH. Money flow coming out on your 16-hour. Money flow coming out on your 12-hour. 8-hour money flow crossover into the red as well. So, hey, let's see. 16-hour blood diamond. Did we get the money flow crossover anywhere near that on the 1 hour, 45 minute? Yeah, look at that, baby. Look at that. Look at that. Guys, 16-hour red dot. 16-hour red dot. Right? We talk about this all the time. With the red dots on the higher time frames and the money flow crossovers on the lower time frames, when you're looking at the 16-hour, when I see a red dot printing, especially if there's a blood diamond, I am automatically coming down with the 16-hour. I'm coming down to that 45-minute. I'm coming down to that 1 hour. What's the money flow doing? Money flow has come out, and look at that. 45-minute money flow crossover right on that red dot was basically the start of this breakdown, right? So kind of nice confluence there. And yeah, if we see that head and shoulders wind up playing out, guys, could get pretty ugly, bringing us down, on the lower end. To me, real key level I would watch, 1637 being that highest volume node of all of this price action. That is very, very key, 1640. And then eventually that value area low / spider line at about 1550 would be the next actual very, very key level. So I'll just go ahead and draw that out. Draw that out like that. So lose that blue box, likely coming down to the value area low. And there you go. That is how, and money flow looking nasty on the 12-hour, 10 hours back in the red. Take a look at the 4-hour. Now, this is the one thing, guys. I will say this. We're talking about the bearish case here. And like I said, I will, I'll give you guys both cases, but, definitely leaning a little bit more bearish in the medium term. However, we do have one bullish caveat here, and it's something we were talking about on Friday's live stream, and that is the 4-hour money flow. Guys, this 4-hour money flow looks delicious. 4-hour money flow looks delicious, right? And not only that, but we are hitting that POC. We have money flow coming up, and we do have potential bullish divergences going to form here. And if we do, that may give us a move to the upside. So the bullish case here would be your 4-hour money flow. Now, again, those bearish signals are showing, right? But again, we're not really freaking out over those bearish signals until we break the neckline of the head and shoulders, right? So that's how we're going to avoid these fake signals, guys. If we come down a little lower, if we get this, let me hide this trade real quick. If we come down a little lower, start putting some bull divs in here on the 4-hour, we might get a move back up to the value area high, right? Or maybe up to this level here at about 1860. Money flow looks good on the 4-hour. Also, on Bitcoin, we'll come back to Bitcoin real quick. Similar, very, very similar story here. Money flow has crossed over into the green. I forgot to come back to this. I mentioned this before with the money flow coming back up. I was like, I'll talk about why that's kind of bullish, but I never looked at it, right? But again, I just don't know if you're going to get that on the 4-hour. Like, if price comes all the way down, maybe hits that golden pocket, you will have your lower lows on your price action. But if this happens like tonight, you're likely going to I think you'll invalidate it, honestly. But it's worth looking at, right? If you don't invalidate that bull div, I will. Momentum coming up. If you get that lower low with momentum coming up and your money flow, could be a bullish signal. I'd watch that next 4-hour green dot. And just in general, if that's not going to give us a huge move up, that next 4-hour green dot is likely going to give us some kind of a bounce, right? So for the next move up, I'd be looking for that 4-hour green dot. And with the way money flow looks, it doesn't look the worst. So your bullish case definitely lies on this 4-hour money flow on ETH and Bitcoin. But however, in the more medium term with the blood diamonds and the money flow crossovers on the higher time frames, I would have to lean a little bit more bearish here. Now, you guys also want to understand that we have quite a week of news coming up, right? We have FOMC on Monday, FOMC on Wednesday, which I will be live streaming. I don't typically live stream the FOMCs, but I figured why not? Let's have a little bit of fun. Pull up the FOMC, and we'll just kind of hang out. It's probably going to be a pretty chill stream. Maybe we'll check out some alts. We'll kind of hang out. We'll listen to the FOMC meeting, kind of see what happened. We'll look at the 1 minute, watch crazy volatility. Maybe we'll get into some trades live. It's going to be fun. We'll just kind of hang out. I typically don't trade the FOMC meetings because of the insane volatility and unexpected direction of the volatility. But we're going to be chilling. It'll be fun. Maybe we'll do, maybe we'll do some giveaways. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna freestyle and just hang out with the CandleMafia, and it's gonna be a good time. So definitely stick around for that on Wednesday for the FOMC stream. But With all that being said, guys, that is what I'm looking at on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Watch those 4 hours for your local bounce. Other than that, things are not looking too hot. And again, yeah, it's like if you break down from that head and shoulders, it would make so much sense to come to your value area low. But again, watch for that 4 hour bounce. But let's see. Hey, everyone. Jeffrey had a great video last night about the bi-monthly CPI release. You guys check it out. Shout out to Steven Atwell. Thank you for that, bro. Let's go. Just letting the CandleMafia know where to find some dope stuff. Shout out to Jeb. Let's see. On My Hero said, anyone getting in on the LimeWire IPO? What? That's not real. Is that real? Somebody let me know. If that's a joke, please let me know. It's like is LimeWire coming back to attack the streaming industry? Dave Digital said Prob was just. Shout out to Dave. Dave Diddle says it's a perfect retest of Golden Pocket right now. Ooh, baby. All right, guys, let's go ahead. We went a little long there on Bitcoin, but there was a lot to look at. Now let's go ahead and move on to those altcoins. If you guys want to see your altcoins, go ahead and throw them in chat, and we will go ahead and take a look at them. Rob the Crypto Snob will go ahead and count up those votes, and then we'll take a look. But shout out to Ann. I do appreciate you. You sent that super chat. Super chats do not guarantee that we look at your altcoin, but I was going to look at XRP anyway. So shout out to Ann. Let's go ahead and take a look at XRP. Ann wanted to know if the Head and Shoulders was on XRP as well. And we'll take a look at it right now. And then real quick, I did miss a super chat from Hannah and Hey Noodle. And Hannah. Whoa. What are the chances of that? Hannah. Get out of my head. That is the weirdest thing ever. Literally, as I'm saying, yo, how's that happen? I'm watching the replay. I'm clipping that. I'm just going to clip that to rewatch it because that's crazy. I missed a super chat from Hannah. Let me read it. Ba-ding. Super chat from Hannah. You missed my super chat. Hannah, what the heck? That was weird. Shout out to Hannah King. I appreciate you. Her first super chat said, just throwing this out there, but from what I'm seeing on social media, from what I'm seeing on social media, seems as if most people are thinking that the rate hike will be the last one. That in itself may cause a short-term pump. Let's go. Shout out to Hannah King. Hey, we will be live for that FOMC. So let's go ahead and, tune in, Hannah. We'll see if we get that pump. Maybe we can hop on and get a ride to the moon. Shout out to Hannah. Thank you so much for that super chat. Sorry it took so long to read it. And then her second super chat said, Frankie, you missed my super chat. That's so weird. Where is she? Did she? Shout out to Jessica. What's going on, Jessica? Thank you for being here. Insane. Hey Noodle says, I follow Frankie because he guarantees me the prices that will... Shout out to Hey Noodle. I follow Frankie because he guarantees me that prices will go to the right. I guess that means if they go left, I'm unsubscribing. Well, shout out to Hey Noodle. I have a feeling you're going to be subscribed for a very, very, very long time. I hope. Shout out to Hey Noodle. Oh no, the prices just went left. Oh my God, price is going left. Oh no. Hey Noodle, I never thought this was going to happen. We're going backwards in time. Oh, Hey Noodle just unsubbed. Shout out to Hey Noodle. I appreciate you for being here. You're funny. Shout out to you. Prices did not go left, by the way. Don't unsub. Anyway, taking a look here at XRP. Let's go. Shout out to Jessica. Hannah King. Why, thank you, Flat Smack. Let's go. Mike Radical. Mike Radical says, what exchanges are you using Bybit? I will let you know that I have been using, for the most part, Femex, Bybit, and BingX are the main exchanges that I've been using. I love Femex. I love BingX. I love BitGet. Those are the three. We have discounts and all the good stuff, all the deals and stuff in the description down below. If you go ahead and click our links, you will save money on fees. Some of the exchanges do deposit bonuses. I know Femex has a discount on fees until like June 16th. I think they're running that for a really long time. And then I think you get deposit bonuses on BingX, and BitGet always has deals as well. So go ahead and check those links in the description down below if you want to sign up for any of those. If not, just go to the website and sign up. You don't have to use our link, obviously. Thanks, Frankie. Gotta go. Meta game announcement. Hopefully they release the token. Shout out to Gypsum Geek. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for being here. We will see you next time. Tyler Durden says, I still use Mt. Gox. Me too. But yeah, there you go. But yeah, those are kind of the main exchanges. I'm just not in a trade on BitGet right now, just in 2 trades on FemeX and BingX. But yeah, links in the description if anyone's interested. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at what we got going on XRP. Take a look at your 4-hour. Now, I just right off the bat here, not really seeing that head and shoulders that we are seeing on everything else. I feel like if you look hard enough, you could see a head and shoulders or any kind of trading pattern. But nah, this is not really what I would look at as a head and shoulders. But again, not the biggest pattern guy. I'm not seeing the head and shoulders here on XRP. But we are getting that red dot on the daily printing on your regular candles and your Heikin-Ashi candles. No blood diamond, so that is a decent sign. Taking a look at your 2-day, rejected at that 0 line. Your 3 and 4 day actually doesn't look as bad as Bitcoin, not gonna lie. VWAP coming up on your 5-day, money flow kind of coming out. I wouldn't really be looking at those higher time frames right now, though. I will be honest. Red dot on that daily would indicate that we could potentially get a move to the downside here. 16-hour red dot confirmed. Money flow starting to continue to the downside just a little bit. Your 12-hour red dot is confirmed. Pulling up your regular candles, looking for those blood diamonds. All right, not looking as bad. XRP, not looking as bad as Bitcoin, I will say. 8-hour VWAP rolling back to the upside. Money flow looking kind of nasty, to be honest with you. Coming straight out there. That's pretty ugly money flow, in my opinion. Taking a look at your 6-hour. Let's jump down to the 4-hour. Shout out to Jordan Clare. Says, what's up, CandleMafia? Watch out. Ave is changing LTV and liquidation thresholds on stable coins. Make your moves before they change. Well, hey, Jordan, shout out to you, bro. Thanks for letting us know. Shout out to Jordan Clare. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you, my man. Hey, Rob the Crypto Snob has counted up the altcoin votes, guys. Looks like we're going to be taking a look at... oh, no, they're being counted. I'm sorry. They are being counted. Frankie's right 90% of the time. For real, though. Shout out to Stephen Atwell. Actually, shout out to you, bro. I appreciate you saying that. I think Chemistry, bro, was actually keeping tabs on the premium Discord, and I think it was pretty close to that. Now, I do want to let you guys know that, listen, we are right more than we're wrong, and yeah, Chemistry, bro, let me know. Were you keeping, I think Tony D told me you were keeping count. The number was good. I think it was close to that. But I will say, guys, like, listen, 95% is fire. But you have to understand, any trader, the best traders in the world, I like to think of myself as one of the best traders in the world, but in all realness, some of the best traders in the world, like, you're going to have bad weeks, you're going to have bad months, right? It's all about, risk management and winning over time, right? But shout out to Stephen Atwell. I appreciate you, bro. It's really hard for me. I look at so much stuff. I always want to keep a tally, right? Like, when we look at the altcoins, I'm like, what were we looking at on this? We always have, like, lines drawn and stuff, and it's so hard to keep track of, but yeah. Tyler Durden says he's right 69% of the time. Hey, I'll take 69. Let's go. Shout out to Steven. Shout out to Jay Digital. All right, let's go ahead and continue on. We will take a look at Pepe, guys. We will take a look at Pepe. All right, so what I am seeing on XRP, obviously that daily red dot would be something to take a look at, but look at this, guys. Look at this. Okay, so you had the bull div. You had the bull div on your 4-hour, right? Right. Well, oh yeah, right here. Right. You have the bull div on your 4-hour. Well, you had one here, and then you had another one right here with that trigger wave before getting this move up. Money flow coming up and crossing over into the green as we look to print that green dot on XRP. In the short term, you may get a bit of a bounce on XRP. Now, pulling our local golden pocket. Oh, baby. Okay, so you got the move up from the bull div, right? Money flow is continuing, crossing over into the green. You've come down to almost perfectly tap your golden pocket. This is a little bit of a scam wick. If you pull it to this more healthy looking wick right about here, you can see we are holding that golden pocket very, very nicely. And as you guys know, if price comes up, a lot of times it likes to come test that golden pocket before continuing higher. Now, what I will do is pull a little bit of volume on this dang thing. And you can see, right? This is kind of textbook, guys. Let's see. Thanks, Frankie. thought I was seeing a bull div and was confused. Shout out to Ann. I'm happy you're still here because I do try my best, although things do get crazy in the live stream sometimes. I do try my best to kind of honor the people who ask for stuff and super chat. Although there's no guarantees. Otherwise, everyone would just super chat $1 with their altcoin, and we would never be able to get it to any of them. But I do try my best, so I'm happy you're here, Ann. But you can see we did have those bull divs a little wonky, right? Like you had this bull div here, from this low to that high. That was your higher low. I'm sorry. Hold on. No bull div here. Your bull div is here. I apologize. I don't know what I'm looking at here. There you go. There's your bull div, right? Higher lows on your momentum waves, lower lows on your price action. That's your bull div. You got the bounce, reclaimed your value area low. And I like to bring this up, guys, because it shows you confluence, right? So you come up, you stick around, you that's what you're looking for. You break down, you get that fast snap to the upside. You're looking to hold that value area low as support. And what happened? You went straight back up to your value area high, deviated just a little bit, and then you lost it, came back to your value area low. But the fact that you have retested that golden pocket, guys, a lot of times price will do that to make a higher low and continue to the upside. So for XRP, this is what I would look for. Obviously, you're holding support on your value area low, looking for the green dot with your money flow crossover, which is pretty bullish, and you're just at your value area low anyway. I would be looking for longs even before we got here. I would be looking for longs at this blue box, right? Value area low, golden pocket, nice confluence there. That's where you look for longs. You didn't get a technical signal on your 4-hour, but I can almost guarantee you if you come down to a lower time frame, you got a signal. And here it is. Bull div on the 24-minute. Right? You probably had it on the 15-minute as well. 15-minute bull div right into your key level. Lower lows. Higher lows. Boom. That's your entry, and now you're starting to run, right? So what I would be looking, and again, the fact that you're holding that local golden pocket, a place where price likes to make a higher low before continuing up, I would expect price to eventually revisit your point of control at 47 cents. Before potentially getting up to your value area high at 47.5 cents. And if you could push a little bit above that, let's go ahead and pull up that brush again. If you could get a move up there, right, and break out of your value area high, this would be the level to break at about 48 cents. If you could break that 48 cent level, you may be able to get a move up to retest these lows back up at about 49, between 49 and... between 49 and 50 cents, right? And I'm going to pull up the volume profiles again here, guys. Now, this is pretty local, right? This is pretty local stuff. We're on the 24-minute. But I can almost guarantee you, right, looking at price in terms of ranges, pull your local range, right, could get accepted back into that value area, right? So if price breaks this level at 48 cents, you may fly through this gap, in which case you would be testing this very key level locally, right? This is the 24-minute time frame. That may be able to hop you into that previous area of balance and get a move up to that POC and potentially that value area high at about 50 cents. And then just zooming out just a little bit, you could see almost the same thing. That would be more of a local outlook. But if we pull a range on our higher time frames, right? The same laws apply, right? If we get a move up there and we get above this value area low, again at like 49 cents, you may get accepted back into this value area, in which case you may get a move up to your POC at about 51 cents, and then you may get a move up to your value area high at about 53 cents. So that is what I would be looking for on XRP. Those are the key levels. To be 100% honest with you, just because this is very local, this little range here on the 24-minute, I'm going to go ahead and I would say, a more realistic thing to look at, would be this higher range, right? Because you have your value area here, and then you have that nice gap, right? Let's look at this for a second, guys. Look at that nice gap, right? You have a beautiful gap in between your value areas. So it makes sense to come up to your value area high. If you break into this low volume gap, you will fly up, and your next major level of resistance would be this previous value area low at 49 cents. Once you hop above that and hold it as support, just like you did back here, just like you hopped up here and held support on your value area low, then came to your value area high and above, if you flip that value area low, hold it as support, and I am talking about the value area low from this range. If you flip that to support, you're expecting to move up to your POC, which is coming in at about 51 cents. If you could get above that, you're looking at a move to your value area high at about 53 cents. And then, I won't even pull any really higher targets because we're pretty far away from that at this point. But that's what I'd be looking for, right? Again, just looking at your value areas. Area of balance here. Once you leave that area of balance, you're going to hunt out the next one. Next one happens to be right up there. And that POC at 51 cents would be the next major target if you could get above that value area low at 49.50 cents. So there you guys go. There's XRP. And there you go. That's the 3-hour green dot. And your 4-hour green dot just printed. There you go. Are we going to start the move? Could be. Your money flow in the green on the 15-minute. Maybe a move up for XRP here. Yeah, nice little bull div on your 15-minute. Beautiful entry that would have been. If you got that, if you were entering in, I mean, this is basically how we trade on this channel, guys. This is basically how we trade, right? I would even put my stop loss below that 786, even though you didn't really need it. And again, spawning those levels, your next target for this would generally be the value area high. Now, I'm not saying enter this trade. This is that entry was all the way down here. We are now all the way up here. This is not the best entry, right? So this is not a trade signal. I'm just saying if you were to get into this, if you had been in a trade from down here, this is how I would have traded it. I would have saw that green dot on the 4-hour, or I would have seen the VWAP coming up before the green dot printed. Not only were you looking for the green dot, but you also had your money flow coming up. And you had the 4-hour bull div, which a lot of times is a pretty strong local bottom signal, right? So local bottom signal with the 4-hour bull div, waited for the cool off, tested the golden pocket, got a bounce off the golden pocket. Get the green dot is looking like it wanted to print on the 4-hour. The green dot looking to print on the 4-hour. Money flow looking to cross over into the green. Then you come down to a lower time frame, such as the 15-minute, and you look for your entry, right? And you probably would have seen this bull div forming with your money flow coming to the upside. That was your entry. First target for me would be that point of control at about 47 cents. Second target would be about 47.5 cents up to the value area high, in which case, if you got bearish signals here, I would be looking for, shorts, right? But if you can get up there and get bullish signals, you may get the breakout. So there you guys go. Let's go. Shout out to Dixon in the house. What is going on, man? Thank you for being here. He says, Pepe, let's go. Pepe me timbers. Let's go ahead and take a look at Pepe real quick, guys. And Rob, there we go. We got the alts in here. Pepe, Arb, Ada Soul, CGBT, and Presend. Let's go. Don't forget, our channel is brought to you by Presend, guys. If you're sick of doing double checks on your transaction details while we pull up Pepe, if you're sick of double-checking your transaction details in fear that you're going to lose all your money, check out Presend.io. They have a Chrome extension that does those double checks in the background for you so you do not have to worry about them. And as I don't know who said it, somebody said it earlier in the show, Pepe looking to squeeze again, and oh, baby, were they right. Were they right. Got a nice little squeeze to the upside here. But let's go ahead and take a look. All right, take a look at the 4. I mean, there's not really going to be a lot of price history on this thing. 6 hour red dot confirmed. Let's say I'm going to look at the 4-hour because there's not a lot of information here. Money flow in the green, VWAP rolling right back to the upside on the 4-hour. 3-hour green dot looking to print, VWAP coming up, right? Not looking to print just yet. But your 1-hour has printed a nice little trigger wave as you got this push to the upside. Checking your 45-minute. Maybe a short-lived pump, guys. Now, I do want to preface this with Pepe is likely to not respect the TA, guys. Meme coins like this are likely to not really respect TA very much, as they are driven mostly by community and hype. They don't really respect TA all that well. So just keep that in mind, but I will give you my technical outlook on this. You are approaching your local value area high at whatever this price is. I'm not going to read all those zeros because I'm likely to mess them up, and I don't want to screw anyone over by missing a zero. But I will go put a line there in case you guys want to screenshot these levels. This is what I would look for on Pepe. And I cannot stress enough, guys, that TA is likely not going to be too respected here. But money flow coming back up on your 15-minute, looking for a crossover into the green. 12-minute kind of starting to get rejected there. Let's see. Can you get any bearish signals down here? There you go. Bear div. Where can we short Pepe? Where can we short Pepe? Does anybody know? Does anybody know where I can short Pepe? Not a trade signal. Not a trade signal. Can't wait for the dump. Let's go, Jessica. Shout out to you. Respect my authority. Shout out to Matthew Barnes. I appreciate you for being here, bro. Oh, wow, that's weird. Stephen Atwell, you read my mind, bro. Yeah. Well, here you go. You're getting a little bit of a local bear div here on the 3-minute. Last time I looked at something like this, it dumped before I could get into the position. Tested the value area high. Again, not likely to respect TA here. So this, this is not a trade signal. You should not take this trade. You should not listen to some random person on the internet. And you should always do your own research. This is not financial advice. But on a technical level, you are getting a little bit of a bear div here with money flow coming out on your 3-minute, right? This is some degenerate low time frames here. 1 minute money flow kind of coming out there. 15-minute VWAP coming down. 12-minute VWAP coming down. What was it? The 30-minute? Yeah, 30-minute coming out. What's that 8-hour look like? Is there any info? Oh, baby, yeah. Listen, guys, I don't really trade this stuff. I don't think you can. Dixon says Frankie's yearbook quote, short Pepe. Let's go. To be 100% honest, guys, again, not likely to respect TA. You might try to short this thing and it could just rip right through here. So I would be very unconfident in that short. But if you catch that top, it could be absolutely nuclear. Not a trade call. You should not take that trade. I repeat, do not take this trade. Do your own research. Not financial advice. Not a trade signal. Fudding the frog. Shout out to King Carlito. No, I'm not fudding the frog. I'm not fudding the frog. If this thing dumps, guys, I would potentially look to buy some. To be honest, I do not own any. For just to be transparent. It's pumping because everyone's trying to short it. Yeah, probably. That's actually, I don't know if they have it on Coinalyze, but we could go ahead and check that. It's probably almost a guarantee there, Kembro. Let's see. I doubt it is on here. It is on here. That's great. Oh, baby, they got the futures on Gate.io. Interesting. Okay, none of my exchanges, of course. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can find anything here on Coinalyze. Is this the right thing? I think it is. All right, let's see what we can see. Take a look at that. Oh, wait, what was that? That was the 3-minute with the bear div. I wish I could pull up Market Cipher on here. Let me go ahead and get my indicators back up here. So I'm going to leave open interest here, guys. I'm going to take a look at the stablecoin futures. I'm going to take a look at the CVD, open interest, and am I blind? Where's the liquidations? Funny, there it is. Oh, no. I want stablecoin liquidations. The reason I look at the stablecoin, guys, is because they're much more traded. Let's see. Where'd the coin go? Okay. So here we go. Yeah, look at that. Okay. All right. Taking a look here at CVD. Let's see. No bearish CVD on the 5-minute. Yeah, you did get local bearish CVD here with your lower highs on your price. There you go, guys. If you haven't seen my CVD divergence, actually, maybe one of the mods can link that video. If you guys did not see my any of my Coinalyze videos, I highly recommend you go watch them. But you did have slight CVD divergence here with your higher highs on your CVD. With your lower highs on price before that move to the downside. So this is on your 1 minute. So that is, that is, I mean, it's the 1 minute, but I mean, hey, you got it before the dump. But take a look at the 15-minute. I'm actually going to pull up the the spot CVD as well to see what the squeezes are looking like. Bada boom, CVD spot. Why isn't it loading? That's so annoying. All right, well, I guess we can't look at the CVD spot, unfortunately. But let's see. Yeah. Oh my God, my screen just turned off. That's very interesting. But yeah. Yeah, kind of hard to see. It's really annoying that that spot CVD is not loading. Yeah, of course. The one thing I will say about Coinalyze is, shout out to Coinalyze if you're watching this. Coinalyze it's a little bit buggy. It is pretty buggy, to be honest with you. It's kind of I look at exo charts more just because Coinalyze is much easier to digest for someone who's newer. So if you are new, I do definitely recommend, especially because it's free, checking out Coinalyze. But it is pretty buggy. It is really buggy. My charts constantly freeze. I have to keep reloading stuff. I open indicators, they don't work. I mean, it's all quickly fixed with a refresh, but that is one thing I will say. But yeah, for Pepe, I will look. I would be looking for some potential pull down here as your 15-minute red dot is looking to print here soon. And I'm just looking for a local dump here. It's not like you have a massive bear div on the 4-hour or anything. I mean, you did have a bear div on the 4-hour here, but, it didn't really give you much. So I'd be very careful, but these are the levels that I would be looking at. So if you guys want to screenshot those and take a look, you are coming up to the local high, so you may get a little bit of a rejection here. But yeah, not a trade call. All right, let's see. Learning said pull up the Bing X chart. Let's see. Yeah, where can you short Pepe? Bing X? I don't know. I don't think you can. Let's see. Let's pull up Bing X real quick. Yeah, I doubt. I just feel like it's very rare that they get them that quick. Yeah, nope. No PP. No PP. Unbelievable. But I'm sure, it's on spot in a bunch of places, but yeah, unfortunately. But anyway, Mexi. Oh, baby. 2-hour bear div. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yes. 2-hour bear div. Correct. However, that might have been the play out here. You did get that big dump there, so it may have been played out, but potentially not. You're probably retesting a golden pocket as well if we go ahead and pull from the low to the high. There you go. Can make it up, guys. Can make it up. Retesting that golden pocket. Just like we were saying, the golden pocket is likely a place where you put in a higher low before continuing higher, as you could see right here, right? Price came up, tested that golden pocket, put a higher low in, and then made a move to the upside. In the same fashion, it does happen to the downside as well, where you will get a bounce, test that golden pocket to put a lower high in. You have your high, lower high, then a move to the downside for a continuation. So I'd be careful of that on Pepe. But again, very likely to not respect the TA here, guys. So be careful. All right, let's see. Nate says, Pepe has done so much for you. Disrespectful. Shout out to you, man. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button. I don't think I said that today. Everybody, triple smash that like button right now because I forgot to push the likes during the stream. Go ahead and smash that like button, guys. If we get 550 likes on tonight's live stream, which is coming to an end here pretty soon, go ahead and smash that like button. We get 550 likes. I will. Let's give away something fun. I don't know what to give away. We'll give away a hat. I'll give away a hat tonight. I'll call the winner tonight. All right, let's go. Okay, continuing on. Bada boom, bada bing. Taking a look at ARB. Okay, take a look at the daily. Let's see. No information on the daily. 16-hour. Red dot confirmed. I'll take a look at the 4-hour so we can get some actual price action in here. VWAP coming to the upside on the 4-hour. Money flow looking nasty. Take a look at the 2-hour. Green dot printing. No bull div. Yeah, no bull div. I forgot to smash it. Thanks for the reminder, Frankie. No problem. Shout out to Steven. We only got 300 likes here. Make sure to smash them up, guys. Make sure to smash them up. All right. Taking a look here. Higher lows. Yeah, no bull div. But you do have the green dot on your 2-hour. Yeah. 1 hour looks like it wants to roll over. Lower time frames, money flow coming to the upside. I mean, really, I think the next time you're getting a move, like you are at support here, right? Like let's go ahead and pull some volume on here. Bada boom, bada bing. Deviating outside of your range here. However, see a pull here. Let's get a little fib pull. There you go, right? So you got your little bit of a more macro 786 tap here, deviating from your value area low. Yeah, I would look for a potential bounce on this 4-hour green dot. Likely to get a little bit of a bounce to the upside. Target looking at the POC at about $1.38. Also, your local golden pocket in pretty good confluence with that. If you can push above that level, I'd look for a move to $1.44 to revisit that value area high. Yeah, that is what I would be looking for on Pepe, or PP, as some people like to say. So those are the levels I would be looking for. And again, that green dot may be the thing to look at for that move up, because your money flow on your 15-minute is also coming up as well. VWAP is coming down, so it's probably going to take a bit of time for that money flow crossover. But your money flow is generally trending to the upside, right? So it's likely, that's what you like to see for a bottom, on the money flow, right? So that red dot might print once that VWAP closes. Maybe you go for a golden pocket test locally. Right? So like say that's your top, might come down for a little local golden pocket test, get a move to the downside before putting in that higher low, and then getting your move up to about $1.33. So that is what I would look for. Again, money flow crossover on the 15-minute with that 4-hour green dot may be the next thing to look for a bounce on Atom. Taking a look at some of those ARB. Have I been saying Atom this whole time? This is ARB. Yeah. Someone said, I saw it out of the corner of my eye. Somebody said, Adam, thank me later, or buy Adam, thank me later. So I had Adam in my head. But this is ARB, guys. This is ARB. But yeah, that's what I would be looking for. Look for that little golden pocket test. And then, yeah, those are kind of the targets I'd be looking for if you do get that bounce to the upside. But that 15-minute money flow crossover is what I would look at to start that move to the upside, or that big move to the upside, if you get it at the same time as that 4-hour green dot. And then if you guys want to screenshot those levels, feel free while we oh God, I just read so many chats that I don't know which one to answer. I just got confused. But yeah, if you guys want to screenshot those levels while I look for the ADA. ADA is our next alt. Who is Adam? I don't like him already. Yeah, Adam's kind of pushy, I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Jordan. Oh no, Jordan Clare. Oh no, I thought I missed a super chat, but I didn't. All right, let's go ahead and continue on as I take a sip of this Tacky and Cactus Moss water. Bing bang, let's go. All right, here we go. Take a look at ADA. ADA, going to zero, baby, going to zero. Shout out to the ADA gang. I'm just kidding. All right, here we go, guys. Head and Shoulders is showing up on Cardano here. Let's see. He caged you. Kembro. Like Tony, be aware. Shout out to Kembro. Kembro, you're not supposed to tell people you're in a cage. I'm kidding. I can't lock up Kembro. Tony is another thing. Yeah, we lock up Tony. But he needs to be locked up, because otherwise you can't control him. All right, let's see. Continuing on here. Blood Diamond confirmed on your 4-hour. Obviously, did give you that bleed to the downside. Daily, Blood Diamond is not there. Taking a look at your regular candles, still not there. Surprising. Taking a look at that 2-day, didn't get the, there you go. 16-hour red dot confirmed, guys. Again, bearish case is coming in on that Head and Shoulders, right? So, let's find confluence with this neckline. Let's look for your value area. There it is. That's your confluence, guys. Same thing as Bitcoin. Your value area low is right at that neckline. So the breakdown of that neckline or the value area low would be the bearish retest. That bearish retest of those levels would be the area where I would be looking to short, right? Not shorting on the breakdown candle. Because remember, price will bounce. Most likely, right? You get that breakout candle. Oh my God, it's going to zero. Oh my God, it's going to zero. Short. Bing bong, and then it goes for the retest of that value area low or that POC, wrecks your short, and then comes up here only to do what you thought it was going to do, but you already got stopped out and missed out, and you got wrecked, right? So you want to wait for the bearish retests. Anyway, beautiful confluence there. Do we have a local golden pocket for some more confluence? We do. Well, I mean, if we pull it to that next low, likely, and there it is, right? Golden pocket. Where's your 786? 786 coming in right here at about 35 cents. That would be a level to be watching. Let's go ahead. The target for the breakdown of this Head and Shoulders would be this level right here, 28 cents would be that target for the breakdown of the Head and Shoulders. Now, let's go ahead and the way I would measure this, sometimes the way you typically measure these, sometimes TradingView has a different target. Yeah, they're usually they're deeper. They're always a lot deeper. But this would be another level I'd be looking for as a target. So if you break down from this head and shoulders, you may bring you down to about 30 cents and potentially even bring you down to 28 cents because that's what, I don't know where TradingView gets that from, how that's calculated, but that's what they're calling for. If we go ahead and pull our value area here, trying to find some confluence with these targets. Let's see, pull to that low, nothing. Pull it to this low, nothing. Pull it to that low, nothing. Okay. All right. So no value area confluence. However, I will go ahead and pull this more macro range. Yeah, I mean, I would just look at these levels, guys, to be 100% honest with you. There you go. You get that head and shoulders breakdown. I'd look for 30 cents and potentially 28 cents. Let's look for a local golden pocket all the way from the low, 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 all the way to the absolute height of the price. So yeah, golden pocket coming in at about 31 cents, kind of close there. I mean, I may actually draw this as a range for a target. You know, if you do wind up catching a short on ADA, might be a decent little. Let's just go ahead and say you get that bearish retest, right? Let's say you get the bearish retest. You're looking, 4%. I mean, this is basically what I'd be looking to do. If you get, price to breakdown, right? You get price to breakdown, bearishly retest that neckline / value area low. That would be where I'd be looking to enter. Maybe a confirmation of a blood diamond or a yellow X up there on that retest to give you a little bit of confidence that it's coming down. First TP for me would probably be this level here at about 35 cents for about 4.25% profit. Then you could go ahead and look down to the next target at about I would look for about 32 cents to the top of that golden pocket. This is obviously going to change depending on your risk tolerance. And then the actual measured move brings you down to about 17%. And then the TradingView measured move brings you down to about 22%. So again, not a trade signal, not a trade call. Do not just trade blindly. But that is kind of what I would be looking for. So continuing on here, let's go ahead and, let's go ahead and see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get rid of the lines. So yeah, that's what I'd be. Let's actually pull up the VPVR real quick. See where. Whoops. Yeah, where's the volume at? All right, let's see. Okay. I mean, yeah, I would really be looking at that first TP. But yeah, I would hold those levels. That's what I'd be looking at on ADA. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Learning LFG. Shout out to David Digital. Pepe is not even getting started, in my opinion. Potentially. Please, no touch the Pepe. Shout out to Frankie. Oh, hey, Frankie Tanky coin out Flanky featuring Wick 589. Shout out to Wick, bro. You cracked me up, bro. All right, let's see here. I bought $20 of Pepe on Bing X. Now it's worth 80. Took 40 out, and it's risk-free. Let's go. Shout out to Learning. Dude, that gem was priceless about the retest, bro. I've lost so many trades because of that. Yeah, when you expect price to go down and you short and then you get stopped out or liquidated and then price just does what you want, it's typically because you're short. You're not being patient enough and waiting for those entries. Shout out to Steven. I'm glad that was able to help you. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at Solana. Taking a look at Solana. All right, holding above that 786 currently. Just sticking on these high volume nodes. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, let's go ahead and start fresh here on Solana. Let's pull a whole new range. It's a whole new range. All right, there we go. All right, yeah. I mean, hey, let's see. Take a look at the daily. Red dot confirmed. So surprised that's not a blood diamond. 16-hour likely a blood diamond. On your regular candles, nothing. Wow, okay. I am really shocked that is not a blood diamond. That blows my mind. 2-day blood diamond. There you go. I knew it was going to be there somehow. So there you go. 2-day blood diamond is printing. Likely going to bring you back down to that value area low at about 2078. Let's go ahead and pull that local fib. Boom. I would watch that. Excuse me. I would look for that value area low. Golden pocket. I would look for a push down into this level before getting somewhat of a bounce. However, Last blood diamond on the 2-day did give you an absolute brutal catastrophe where Solana had gone to 0. Brought you down about 75%. Obviously, that is, that was not just the blood diamond that did that, but just kind of back testing any of these. Oh, wow, that's our, not too many blood diamonds on the 2-day there. But that, other blood diamond brought you down about 21%. But these are kind of the levels I would look for. If you do get a breakdown of this range, I would look for a potential bounce at that golden pocket / value area low. If you break down below that level, look for a bounce on that value, on that 786. But again, blood diamond on the 2-day, very bearish. 3-day red dot printing. 4-day is 100% looking for that red dot. That VWAP is sketchy looking. Look at that VWAP. Look at that VWAP, guys. That's insane. But yeah. Continuing on here, 4-hour green dot. Again, like everything else, that 4-hour green dot is likely going to be the thing that gives you a bounce if you're going to get one, right? And you did get the bullish divergence on the 4-hour at your value area low, which again, classic, right? Lower lows. Slightly higher lows. This is like a little bit more of an exaggerated divergence, to be 100% honest with you guys. But still a divergence nonetheless. Gave you the move up almost to the POC, and now you're continuing that move. But money flow is back in the green. I would look for that green dot to give you a little bit of a bounce here. This is probably the golden pocket from this low to that high. I'm sorry, I pulled that to the wrong wick. There you go. And it is, right? So low, pump, pull back, higher low at the golden pocket. Potential, another potential bounce coming in here for Solana on the 4-hour. Mr. Blake said, I'm so far behind on the stream. Instead of still watching on the stream, instead of still watching live, just for the record, that bugs the heck out of me. Family friendly show. I don't want to skip ahead. Shout out to Mr. Blake. Shout out to you, bro. Wait, can you not scrub? Can you not go backwards? Interesting. Shout out to Blake. I appreciate you for being here, bro. Shout out to Dave Diddle said, stop looking at my VWAP. Let's go. All right, yeah, so that's what I would look for. Potential short-term bounce with the money flow. Again, bullish case lies on that 4-hour. Looking for that bounce on that green dot. However, that 2-day blood diamond would definitely be more bearish. However, not confirmed. You want to wait for that to confirm. Shout out to Chemistry Bro. Said, message you were missing, Frankie. At one point, I back-tested you. Oh, and I think the premium posts were like 92% green or something close. Shout out to Chemistry Bro. So I guess he did. I thought Tony said something about that. So Stephen Atwell, you were close, 95. I guess it's 92. But understand, that number is going to fluctuate, right? Like sometimes you're going to, no matter what strategy you're looking for or looking at, you're likely going to get, moves to the downside. You're going to get red weeks and maybe even a red month or so. Or even a red month, right? So that number will fluctuate. But hey, we crush it in that Discord, baby. We do. Shout out to Chemistry, bro. But yeah, guys, that's what I'd be looking for. Look for that 2-day blood diamond to confirm on Solana. CGPT. Let's go ahead and take a look at this real quick. God, yeah. I knew this was going to be like a I don't know what this is, to be 100% honest with you, but it's going to be very, very hard to do TA on this. There's just, let's see. I could do some, like, local stuff. Let's see. I'll do some local stuff for you guys. All right, so taking a look here. Let's see a look at the 4-hour. Green dot looking to print. I mean, this is a nice pullback. Likely a golden pocket test. Probably not this one. Oh, it is. Yeah. I mean, hey. The 4-hour is essentially the bullish case on everything. Got a nice move up, a nice pullback. Looking for that green dot. Money flow is coming out, though. Snake eyes on your 2-hour. Nice little bull dip at the golden pocket, giving you that bounce up. Money flow in the red on the 1-hour. If you do get a big bounce here, I would probably look for this to be a lower high. I would potentially, I would look for this to be a potential. If you get a pump up here, I would look at that golden pocket very suspiciously for a rejection at about 0.256 cents, about 25.5 cents. If that 4-hour green dot does give you a move, I would be a little bit sussed. I'd be a little bit sussed. You got the 1 hour bull div. That could easily bring you up to that golden pocket, 786, where you would be essentially putting in that lower high, right? High, lower high, bing bong. That's the continue of your downtrend, potentially on CGPT. But again, you know, this stuff is very new. It's a young chart. Sometimes doesn't respect TA. But yeah, money flow generally coming out, right? The fact that you crossed over on the 1 hour, your 2 hour looks kind of sus. 3 hours kind of flat. Your 45-minute, hard to say. I would look for a push up. If that 1 hour bull div is going to give you that move, I would expect that 4 hour green dot to be the thing that gives you that move to the upside or starts the move to the upside. And yeah, I would be looking for that to basically be a lower high before getting a move to the downside. Mrs. Candles just came into the studio and took my phone off of my desk, which makes me a little bit nervous. I don't know. Not because she has my phone, but like I don't know what she's doing. Is there an emergency? Oh, okay. Well, there we go. She just said it was not an emergency, so I am no longer nervous. But yeah. Let's see. I spotted a low volume gap in my wardrobe, hoping it gets filled with a hoodie soon. Shout out to Chemistry, bro. We are working on the hoodies, bro, and I don't say that lightly. We are actually like designs are in the works. We are going to get those hoodies on the site ASAP. But there you go. That is CGPT. Yeah, just a little bit of a younger coin. I would look for a push up, but I would look for a potential lower high here into these fib levels before getting a push back to the downside. And then yeah, daily it's very hard to do TA on this younger stuff, guys, because there's just no information on the higher time frame. So I don't really have context, right? This could be a top, right? Before getting a big move down, or this thing could just be getting started. I have no higher time frame, context. So that's basically what I would look for, that local bounce off that 1 hour bull div into this local golden pocket / 786 fib retracement level. All right, let's go ahead and continue on. Grant I don't know how to say your name. Shout out to Grant. Says bye, Frankie. See you next time, brother. Thank you for being here. Catch that fallen knife, baby. Let's go. Let's see. Nate, I'm glad they aren't reading chat. Oh boy. Now I'm going straight to what Nate was saying. Let's see. I don't know what he was saying. But shout out to Nate. Dave said, stop. Look at my VWAP. Punctuation is important. Oh, boy. But yeah, guys, I think that is all the time we got for tonight's live stream. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in. We still got 515 people in chat. We're about to spin that wheel of pain and pleasure. So make sure that you smash that like button. If we get 550 likes, guys, we will spin the wheel 15 times. And I will add a hat to the giveaway. I will call the winner right now. I don't know if we're going to get there, so let's go ahead and pull up that wheel of pain and pleasure and go ahead and spin that dang wheel. Okay, let me go ahead and share. Go ahead and share that screen. Bada boom, bada bing. There it is. Ads all over the place. But there we go. Spin numero uno. Let's pull up chat. Need to see my people. Oh, no. Oh, no. What happened? There we go. Where is chat? Where is chat? Where is chat? I lost chat. There it is. All right, there we go. Give him a giveaway, baby. Let's go. Just got stopped out in 2 seconds. Screw Pepe. Shout out to Christian. Yeah. Meme coins are rough. Yeah, especially if you're leverage trading them. It's very, very, very risky business there. Let's see. Do you even Billy Madison, bro? Shout out to Dave Digital. 24-minute bull div, also bullish. Shout out to Dread Mining. Appreciate you for being here, bro. Let's go. Oh, hey, the Bitcoin Way is in the chat. What is going on? This is the Bitcoin Way. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate you. Obliterate that like button. Let's go. Bing bong. Donato Cabrera in the house. What is going on, bro? Appreciate you for being here. Let's see. Spin numero cuatro. Spin numero cuatro. Dang, these ads. I gotta get an ad blocker. The ads are brutal on this website. Really curious to what Mrs. Candles was doing there on my phone. She's probably taking all my crypto. It's just like, okay, seed phrase screenshotted. All right, here we go. Last spin. Spin numero cinco. Spin numero cinco. Oh, God, we're 4 for 4. Can we do it? 5 for 5, baby. Let's go. Hey, Smash that like button, guys. We didn't spin it 15 times, but we got 5 for 5 as I have rigged this wheel in your favor to an unimaginable degree. Shout out to the Candle Mafia. Let's go. Dread Mining says, cheers to you, sir. Dread Mining, cheers to you as well. Thank you for being here. Leverage trading a meme coin is scarier than a horror film. I would have to agree with you there. Yeah. Leverage trading meme coins is a scary thing. Let's go. Mr. Blake says she's tweeting how awesome. Yeah, probably, yeah. Jessica is laughing at you, Mr. Blake, not because she's mean, because you called Mrs. Candles my wife, which is not shocking that you said, because I say Mrs. Candles. I should say Miss Candles. We are not married yet. But Miss Jessica's whole thing is she always pushes me. It pushes me to marry this girl, which will come very soon. But yeah, it is funny. You're funny, Jessica. You're funny. But guys, with all that being said, I think that's all the time I got for tonight's live stream. Not gonna lie, I'm not ready to go yet. I don't know. Like, we got nothing else to do. But I'm not ready to go. I kind of want to. I don't know. I kind of want to like keep going. But I gotta get to bed. Not right now, but I'm gonna try to go to bed a little bit earlier. Now that it's schedule has been crazy. Trying to play catch up here, guys. So, but yeah, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you guys from the bottom of my heart. I am not just saying that. Trying to pull chat back up here. Jeez. All right, there we go. But yeah, guys, let's be careful. Shout out to thank you, Rob. Thank you for that, bro. Be careful, guys. Watch out for the 4-hour bounce on Bitcoin with the money flow coming up. That would be your bullish case. Other than that, the bearish signs are definitely showing face here. So be careful for that short-term bounce. But in the longer term or medium term, things are looking a little bit more gloomy than not. Watch that head and shoulders. And remember, 23K is an unimaginable amount of confluence at that level. So we got to pull back to that level, guys. Would be a very, very strong level to watch. But we are still far away from that. But guys, don't forget, presend.io does sponsor the channel now. So guys, go check them out at presend.io if you're looking for a Chrome extension to do those double checks on your transaction details, so you don't wind up sending your crypto to a non-existent wallet and then your crypto disappears forever. So shout out to Presend for sponsoring the channel, helping us keep this neon light on and keeping the air in those birthday balloons that I'm probably going to have to take down right after this live stream. But with all that being said, guys, I appreciate every single one of you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. And with all that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow, same place, same time, right here, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. Shout out to my boy DZ. And that's all I got. Hasta pasta. See you next time, guys. Hey, Mrs. Candles, you want to say the bing bong? I'll turn the camera off. All right, ready? What? No, they can't hear you. You got to talk into the mic. But I'll turn my camera off. But hang on, not yet. Let me just, okay, yeah, I'll turn it off. Ready? Oh, yeah, you could just move the mic over there. All right. And with all that, guys, this is Mrs. Candle's first outro. And with all that being said, guys, that's all the time I got for tonight's live stream. I'll see you tomorrow, same place, same time, right here, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. Shout out to my boy DZ. That's all I got. Frankie Candles out.
Bing bong.
Ayo, Jay, can we get some ratchet one time?
Look, I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and read it, you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop, I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the please. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peace, you gon' see the flex when you hear these writtens. Trust me, you know the difference. I got a long ways to climb before you see a slippage. I see the process and the journey I'm supposed to be, but perplexed, cause I don't really see nobody close to me. Hopefully this ain't wasted, and I know it ain't. You gotta take the time for seasoning to marinate. You need the patience under pressure just to detonate. I'm trying to blow up and these heathens need to get it straight. Gifted with a vision and precision, I'm just trying to make it high key. Might be breaking free like I was Zion in some Nikes. Tucked at the crib, bro, you know just where to find me. Making beats and spitting crack verses pretty likely. Yeah, socks with the burst, boy, I ain't changed a bit. Normal guy till I die, you know what it is. You probably thought I'd give up now that I got some kids, but really now I got these arrows aiming at your ribs. I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie. homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the start, I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peas. Hey, please be on the notice, these my motives. Bought my chicken and it's rotis. You parsimonious, you take it all cause you a locust. My focus is to grow this mission. A visionary, get a dictionary. We here off the rip and we ain't sharing, we just caring. Let me speak it to the manager. We damage her, no you ain't messing with an amateur. I'm ramming, the competition ain't standing up. They fanning from left to right cause now they branded us. Now who that is? Mike Jones, they ain't want me now, they all on me. Got counterfeits trying to play me, I guess they thinking I'm Sony. These big head dummies showing up and out of their character. Homie, you need a price cause without it the squad ain't hearing you. Top of that, we ain't fearing it. We swinging for the fences with the sting of a left hook that connects with Sonny Liston. I'm dismissing any and all of the disrespect. Nonetheless, it ain't a threat, I'm just letting y'all know who's next. I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the start, I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peas, you gon' see the...
Bing bong. Hey, CandleMafia, listen to me. We got 339 people still in here. Tony D told me today that 33% of all of our, not all of our subs, all of our viewers are not subscribed to the channel. That's insane. If hit that subscribe button. I always say smash the like button, but hit the subscribe button too. If you're a lurker, I'm a lurker too. I don't subscribe to YouTube channels typically until I became a YouTuber. Now I do it to support my friends or any content creators that I like because I realize how much it helps. But obviously, you know, we have tons of things and tons of ways to support the channel. We have merch, affiliate links, all that. But the most free and best way to support the channel is to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button to push this information out to more people so we can build the Candle Mafia into an unstoppable army, an even bigger army than we already are. And with all that being said, guys, hit that subscribe button. Shout out to you guys. I love each and every single one of you. That's all I got time for tonight. Frankie Fake Out. I'll see you guys next time. Same place, same time, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's all I got. Frankie Candles out.
Bing bong.
I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, I'll set them on a chase. I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, I'll set them on a chase. That's the way. I said I'ma do it, I'ma get it anyways. All I do is work, I got this money on my brain. I don't like to talk, I just got way too much to say. They been trying to get me, I'ma get them out of the way. I said I'ma do it, I'ma go and get it back. We got in a whip, then I went and hit the dash. I've been thanking God for this life that I done had. I don't need opinions, dog, I only need the facts. What's real, dog? Sitting still, dog. They in they feels, dog. I got these bills, dog. Need a meal, dog. If they wantin' less, it's no deal, dog.